must tell you, we started this webinar at 10 o'clock this morning. It is now 6:15.
Yeah.
I did not believe that it would run on time, but it has. It's been phenomenal. So you are the final presenter, and there is a saying that we've saved the best to last. So I'm giving you the mic. Go for it.
Hi. Well, first I have to say very well done for organizing this. It's been amazing. I've been on and off all day. Most of the day I've been with you. And it's been very interesting. I must say it's been nice to hear about all the different parts of Israel, even though I do know most of them and out of my business and out of traveling. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I live in Zichron, Yaakov. I came on Aliyah from South Africa at the age of 17, just before my 18th birthday, on my own. Went straight to university in Jerusalem, lived there in the student rooms. A year later, I decided that if I want to live in this country, I need to do the army. Joined the army, did 2.5 years because it was the first Lebanese war. Spent a lot of time in Lebanon, did 2.5 years of army, met my husband in the army, and the rest is history. I have 3 sons, all in the army at the moment as well. And I've been in Israel more than half my life. Still have my accent. I've been in Zichron for over 34 years. My husband was born and bred in Zichron, and there's no ways we can leave here because I've fallen in love with it, and he certainly thinks it's the best place in the world. Zichron Yaakov is on the southern end of the Carmel Mountains. It's really, really very central. It's between Haifa and Tel Aviv. And especially now during this time of war, we consider it to be one of the safest, quietest places in the country. It's like a different world here completely. If we don't have our family in the army, I don't think we'd know that a war was going on. So we're finding a lot of people attracted to Zichron, also for this reason. The population of Zichron is just over 25,000 and growing. It's not growing very fast, and that is because we're trying to fight it, not let it grow very fast, because it's more like a village and we want to keep it that way. But there are it's in big demand. It's in big demand. We feel it in real estate and we feel it in all different spheres as well. Zichron Yaakov is named after the Baron's father, the Baron Rothschild's father, Jacob. It was first known as Zamarin, with Romanians that came and lived here. It was an agricultural area with the homes in the front and agricultural areas behind. We still do have a lot of people that farm their lands here, but it's become very urbanized over the years, and zoning changes from areas that were agricultural to residential. Most of the homes I'm just going to do it quite quickly and try and keep it all. And I really hope that everybody we're speaking to has either been to Zichron, and if you haven't, I'd certainly like you to come and visit, and you can contact me and I'd be happy to give you a tour. It's one of the most beautiful places in Israel. Quiet, wonderful community, very mixed, 25% Anglo-Saxons here of the community. And as far as religious preferences, it's very mixed with secular and religious areas. The real estate in Zichron is mostly private homes. We do have 2 areas where there are buildings, and we're also busy marketing a project now called the Wine Park, where there are 200 homes. They're mostly duplexes and semi-detached homes, 2 to 3 floors, no elevators or what have you. There's going to be an enormous park of 75,000 square meters. They're going to be boutique wineries. It's going to be like a little Toscana at the southern end of Zichron Yaakov. The amount of real estate properties available are not a lot. The demand is much larger than the supply. So we found ourselves very, very busy. And we often have to refer people with smaller budgets to areas alongside us in Pardes Chana, Yokneam, Atlit, Orakiva, Hadera, but it's all in the area, and we work with all these different companies. I am the Remax branch in Zichron. I manage the Zichron branch together with the Caesarea branch and the Binyamina branch. And the people that come to live in Zichron are mainly English speakers from Jerusalem, from Haifa. And as I said, 25% of our population are Anglo-Saxons. Over the last 2 years, I've sold to like 8 people from England, 2 from America, and 4 from South Africa. The price ranges of homes in Zichron can range, I'm not talking about the investment properties, which I'll speak about a bit later. The prices range from 2.2 million for a 4-room apartment, which is a 3-bedroom apartment, in an area where they've rebuilt these, what they call Tama 38. It's buildings that have been reinforced and built on an extra 2 floors. We've got apartments for those prices there between 2.2 to 2.8 million shekels. And private homes are from 3.5 million up. We've sold homes of these prices to people from abroad. And we also find that a lot of people are looking to invest at the moment in Zichron. And they're looking for the smaller homes. Sorry, did I take that off? Okay. We do have investment properties. We have a building where there are holiday apartments where people actually rent them for long term. And we're selling them between 500,000 shekels to 850,000 shekels. And it's a 5% yield if you do long-term rentals. And if you do short-term rentals, you can get up to 12% yield. It's a very good investment. The prices go up constantly. They don't go down at all. It's close to everything. It's close to the shuls. It's easy to walk to the shopping centers from there. And also they can be rented out as Airbnbs for 750 shekels a night. So you can do the math. It's a very good investment. People also do invest in homes here that are up to 3-4 million shekels, and the rentals can move between 6.5 to 9.5 thousand shekels a month. I have a very good friend who I believe that a lot of you that are in here are acquainted with. His name is Jake Skandarel. He himself is a new immigrant to Zichron. He's bought his own home here. He's also bought through me, and together with me, he's also a real estate colleague, and I learn from him every day. Properties that he's bought as an investment. And of course, anybody who wishes to contact him or who knows of him can get his information from me as to how to go about the Aliyah, all the different finances. I've watched everybody that's been on today and with excellent advice about how to go about the finances, and the Mizrahi banking, and how to do all your transportation. Excellent. I think put them all in one group. It's been excellent, excellent information. As far as Zichron is concerned, anybody who needs, what I usually do with people who want to make Aliyah, who have got questions, I do virtual tours with them, literally through Zichron and through to showing them different homes. We've even sold homes to people from abroad without them even coming to see the home. With a virtual tour and giving them all the information. We've got everything under one roof. We've got our mortgage advisors. We've got the different banks. We're in touch with all the managers for the mortgages, how to go about the schooling, how to enlist your kids in the different schooling. It's all like under one bank. So we always, and I'd be very happy to advise anybody looking to come into the area and wanting to come and see us. I'm willing to give all the information I can. And the quality of life in Zichron is something that you don't get everywhere. We've got absolutely everything that somebody wants to look for. It's very touristy, but on the other hand, it's very homely. It offers everything that somebody's looking for. Lots of green areas, a view almost from every home, whether a sea view or mountain view. We can find a property for every pocket, okay? Almost every pocket. I know that coming from abroad and changing funds from pounds to shekels or from dollars to shekels, and with all the different rates going along, it can sometimes be very nerve-wracking. I know that you can get a bigger home, especially look at South Africa. If you can buy a home for $600,000 there, that you could never even look at a home like that here in Israel, because it'll be like 25 million. But there's definitely a solution for every pocket and a solution for every person. And I think that especially during these times where we see how important it is to come and make your home here. And I think that Zichron Yaakov is a very, very good choice. So I'd like to welcome everybody. Anybody who needs a virtual tour, needs any information. We literally lead the new immigrants hand by hand in helping them enroll the kids at school. Zichron has received prizes for their education here, national prizes. The community, most of the people here earn above average salaries. Most of them are independent workers. We have areas that have been built up from ex-military people, up to immigrants, up to ultra-religious, up to national. You've got everything. There isn't one neighborhood that's not good. All the neighborhoods are good. You can absolutely see and enjoy the best quality of life here. We've got both religious and secular at one of the highest levels in the country. It's also, as I said, it's a strong tourist attraction, but it's also a very, very good attraction for people who are looking for quality of life and to mix a village environment with a town. It's urban, but it's still a village. We have our promenade that goes through the whole of Zichron with coffee shops and bars and all different, any kind of store you need. We've got hospital, the Hillel Yafe Hospital in Hadera, which is one of the first hospitals that was built in the northern area that we consider to be. Everything close by, if it's medical, if it's schooling, if it's universities, it's very easy. We're close to all the main roads. Road 2, which goes to Tel Aviv and to Haifa. Road 6, which goes all around Israel. We're close to Road 4, which is the old coastal road. Very, very easy to get from Zichron to anywhere. And as far as employment is concerned, we have the Caesarea Industrial Park right near here. It's literally 15 minutes away from here, with wonderful work opportunities for English speakers, especially. I've put lots of English speakers into work here, a lot, because a lot of the high-tech places, they basically look for English speakers, and also for people with professions such as lawyers, architects, you name it. We've put a lot of people into work here. I've literally helped people before they've made Aliyah. They've sent their CVs to me. We found them a job, and then we found them their home. And I'm willing to carry on to do this. And I have a whole team. I have 10 agents in Zichron, and we have another 25 agents working in our other branches. I may basically deal with most of the English speakers. I have a French lady. We have another lady that speaks Russian. And I also deal with Caesarea and industrial and business properties. So if somebody wants to put up a business here, we can give them that same answer. And I'm willing to, like I said, take them hand by hand and let them make their new home and their profession here in Israel, in Zichron.
Mel, unbelievable. Thank you so much. And just thank everybody for tuning in over the course of the day. There were over 142 unique registrations throughout this webinar day. So I thank everybody. Obviously, there will be a lot of follow-ups. There were a lot of people that have lots of questions. Feel free to contact me and I will pass them on to the relevant presenters. Thank you, everybody that took part. Thank everybody that joined. I hope you found it very informative. I definitely did. We're going to call it a day. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you, everybody. And as I say, I'm going to be in England doing meetings on the 11th, 13th and 14th in London. Come and see me. Let's sit down. Let's have a schmooze, and we can follow up from lots of questions that I'm sure will be asked after today's webinars. Thank you all. Shavua Tov. Be well, stay
Shavua
safe,
Tov.
and Besorot Tovot. Take care.
Well done, Dov.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.